don't feel bad about your growth. It's natural for you to grow. And I know some of you may feel a little bit guilty because the people that kind of give you a hand or expose you to certain things, right? They're good people. They're good and they've helped you. And look, you can still love them. But for where you're going, you must surround yourself with the great people for your now, for your future, right? You must do that now.
To some, boundaries are just placing limits. To me, it's where the limitless things begin.
Hello, 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 and thank you for tuning into the Boundaries and More podcast with Jess Abraham. I'm your host, Jess Abraham, and today's episode is brought to you by Joyful Styles. Joyful Styles is a lifestyle brand that provides premium quality apparel that promotes joy and positivity. Joyful Styles believes how we approach a situation matters, and choosing to be joyful makes all the difference. You have the power, and it's time to embrace it. So, get your Joyful Styles apparel at joyfulstyles.com. That's JoyfulStylez.com. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Also, while you're at it, look, take some time out today to take that boundaries quiz. The quiz is in the show notes. It's a really quick quiz. Takes just a couple minutes of your time. Let's see where you currently are and watch as you progress throughout listening to these episodes and just throughout your journey. I'm excited for you and what's to come, but take that boundaries quiz. Again, that link is in the show notes. So just click that link and take that quiz. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all, I am super, super excited to dive into this episode today. I know you've seen the title, but look, oh man, I'm geeked because just the way things been playing out, the way things been working out, it's just, yeah, I needed to bring this to the podcast. It just hit me. Literally, I was like finishing up a nap, and soon I woke up, literally soon as I opened my eyes, it came to me, and I'm like, yes, that's it. That's the podcast episode. And yeah, so today we're going to be talking about letting go of good for great. All right, that's letting go of good for great. Oh, I'm super excited about this, y'all. Let's go, let's go. All right, so to get right into it, y'all, I'm telling you, on one of the episodes before, I mentioned about learning one of the systems that I'm using, or whatever I was using. Whatever the system is supposed to be really good for my field, and I just take a chance and use it. Got a really good deal on the system. The company was running a special, and I bought like the yearly subscription, but the subscription for the year for it. Supposed to be a really good system. So I'm like, okay, cool. Never really got the time. I never really dug deep and used the system, but I knew ultimately I wanted more anyway for my business, right? So because I had took some time to purchase the year-long subscription, put that money in, again, I got a good deal on it because they was running a special for it. I just, I was like, recently I had another conversation with someone, and I was just thinking, like, okay, I know this other system is exactly not necessarily just what I need, but what I actually want for my business too, right? Still got to take the time to learn the system. So either way, I was going to be learning the system and working in it and doing the things, but one of them is a really great system based on the needs of my business and the things I want to do in my business. Yeah, it's going to make it so much more fun and exciting and everything. But I was just holding on to the fact that I had got this yearly subscription, this 1 year subscription, already purchased it flat out for this other system. And I'm like, man, I don't want to waste the money. Like all the unnecessary stuff, right? Some of you know what I'm talking about. You might have got something and something was better, but you like, oh, but I just spent the money on this, or I just did this, and you should be going over to that great thing. Well, that's me, y'all. Look, I made a decision that I was no longer going to hold on to this good thing when I know this great thing was staring me right in the face, like looking at me right in the face, saying, hey, 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 I can help. I make this thing. When you get it down and put everything in, it's going to be smooth and better and exactly what you want, not just what you need, but what you want. So I took the leap, y'all. I said, you know what? Truth be told, I've I guess spent money or used money in less, in ways I've wasted money before. I say it like that. Plain and simple, I've wasted money before. That I thought was the best decision for me at the time, but as time went on, I learned that I needed something else. I wanted something else. It was what I've been looking for. And y'all, if you can't tell, I'm excited for it because the fact that I decided to let go of this good system to transfer things into this great system, again, is not just what I need, but what I want as well. I want y'all to get that point, because in life, there's things that you're doing right now that is kind of good. And, you may need some of the stuff or want maybe some of it, but there's another thing, right? That is literally so much better for you, greater for you. We can relate it to some food stuff, whatever, like whatever it is. But man, I'm just, y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, yeah. All I know is, well, actually, I know lots of different things. So I gotta tell myself to stop saying that because it's just the same. But words matter. So what I know is, I know that making that transition is gonna, oh my gosh, help my business tremendously. Tremendously. And I'm really, really excited about that. So y'all even stay tuned. I'm pretty sure it'll be more of me saying about that. You'll see some things switched up. I'll mention it. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to go through the system. The main thing, y'all, another thing I want you to get in within this example here is that either way, I was going to need to learn it, right? The good or the great. Either way, there will be a learning curve. So why not just jump into the great with the learning curve, right? And it's going to make my life so much easier on the back end. Like later, I don't have to figure things out. I can just learn it now and let's just move forward, smooth sailing. Yes, I love it. I love it, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. So I'm just bring the hype down a little bit, because I am hype. I am very, very hype right now, because like from the moment that this came to me, like all of this, like this message itself, I was just like, yes, let's go. Right. I was excited to get to this message. But I want to let y'all know that truthfully, right? So some of you, again, hear this. Truthfully, good is just a pit stop. It's a good start to some things, but we are destined for greater. So it's time to get to the great, right? Good is really just a pit stop. It can be a great start to some things, or even if you started at average, or, to get the good and all that. Look, it was great, but still, well, it was good. But still, getting there was a whole process. But good, I just want to let you know, it's good that you've gotten to good, right? You've made decisions where it's good. But man, I want to encourage you, it's a pit stop, y'all. Get that in your mind, that it's a pit stop, and now it's time for greater. Let's get to great, y'all. Let's get to great. Make those transitions and these things in your life, man. I'm telling you, like, So much, so many ways. My mind is like going 1,000 miles per hour, but I'm gonna just again slow it down because I don't want my excitement to overshadow the message. Okay, so just slowing it down here. But I want to just give another practical example from my life, right? So I mentioned before, I thank God for being, such a great steward of my money, just over the years and things of that sort. I'm very, very grateful that I've been good with the money, right? But I'm telling you that got some savings, doing all these good things, but my money is sitting in the bank and not working for me, right? It's a good thing, right? It's a good thing that I have money that I can have sitting in the bank, right? But now I'm transitioning to even more, like greater, like again, my money must work for me, right? That's where the great comes in. So I'm doing a lot more in life to make our money, I should say now, because I mean, yes, collectively, but to make our money work for us. And what part of what that looks like, we're acquiring more properties to make that money work, right? We're doing just different things, making great and sound investment decisions to get that good kudos, bravo, good money from the bank and moving it to certain investments that will be great for us, great for our lifestyle, great for just where we're headed, everything, right? Good for great, good for great. We're giving up that good stuff, right? For that great stuff. It's so, 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 so important, y'all. Man, okay. I'm excited here and I'm going to transition this a little bit. And I really want to take it kind of in a different direction, but still here, right? We got to give up that good, letting go of that good for that great, right? So, some of us, right? We have a circle of influence where I truthfully, everyone has a circle of influence, right? That some of the people you hang out with, things of that sort, right? Some of these circles of influence have been really good for your life, right? You may have been in a dark place before, and there were certain people to help you get out of that space, and y'all have been having a good thing going. You may have gotten out of some situations, and you're in a great spot with some folks. They may have, exposed you to some good things in life to really help you through, right? I know personally, my journey that's happened in my life. There was just people and friends and people in my life who've helped me in a way, whether they know it or not, because it's just like the way I am, how I observe, things of that sort. But people who've I've been exposed to certain things and then I just can't unsee it, right? So it got me to a really good place in life, right? So now though, transitioning to a point where I am going, giving up or letting go of, I should say, the good for the great, because now I'm even like switching up again my circle of influence. I'm in this mastermind community with some amazing people, like, and we're really family. We're helping each other achieve our goals. We're doing the things that will truly, truly help us all to be great in whatever space that looked like for our lives. Like, I'm excited about that. And again, had to switch things up. Some of you need to do that, right? You have a really good circle, like no fault to them, but you're growing. You're continuously growing. So I want you to, like, don't feel bad. Say that. Don't feel bad about your growth. It's natural for you to grow. And I know some of you may feel a little bit guilty because the people that kind of give you a hand or expose you to certain things, right? They're good people. They're good and they've helped you. And look, you can still love them. But for where you're going, you must surround yourself with the great people for your now, for your future, right? You must do that now. Like that's where we're at now, right? For me, that's again some of the transitions and things I've been doing in my life to make that happen. And now, look, I'm encouraging you all to be sure to just evaluate those things. We talked about it briefly last week, like evaluating the people who really putting you up, because those are the great people, right? Who really want to help you achieve your goals and desires. Like, yes, okay, yes, keep those people around and move in a certain way with those people. Again, that don't mean you have to totally ignore the good people or not be with them, but it's just like limit certain things, because in this season it's required for you to continuously surround yourself with the great. No love lost to the good, but look, good for great, y'all. Good for great. I know where I'm going, and I know the type of people that must be in my circle of influence for me to continuously grow and be, yeah, to pull me sometimes when I feel like things might get tough and all that type of stuff. Like, look, or just to help me stay in that mindset, constant mindset, because truth be told, I am very self-motivated, things of that sort. But it's always great to have those people to kind of keep me in that space. Very, very important. All right. So another thing that I wanted to get into, won't keep y'all too long, right? Like I ever do. I never really do, but I don't know. I just like saying that for some reason. But really, right? I want y'all to hear this, because this one of the things that kind of came to me, and and I just want y'all to hear this and get this and really see yourself in this. And if this is you, you know what you must do now. But let me go here. All right. Some of you are holding on to a certain identity that it's time for a change. Time to let that good season go to get your great season, right? Some of you already know, like you've been in this space, you've been toddling the fence, like things are good, but you really prefer for them to be in a great place. Personally, right, for my life, my good season was when I was in the military, right? I was in the military, did a phenomenal job when I was there, got recognition for different things, and running departments with running sections by myself, all these different things. And but again, for me, I knew I wanted more, and I didn't see that being my life for a super, super extended period of time. The time that I did serve was, good, right? But I had plans, and I know God had plans for me to have, be, and do greater, right? So, regardless of how good things were in the military, right? Some things not so good, but still, overall, good experiences and just different things. Getting out of the military, my life has expanded in such a way that is so much greater, right? Yes, I did. I talked about this a couple episodes ago about my exit strategy that I had planned and in place and executed on as I was transitioning out of the military. However, I guess not necessarily however, but I knew that there was so much more for me. And I made that known when I was in the military. And as I'm out and I'm seeing again my life expand, like we've traveled more this year than we ever did in any year singularly. I've been out of the military now at the time of this recording for well over a year and some change now. Like it's amazing. I've met just already just some amazingly beautiful people, right? Like it's man, life is look, life is where it's at right now. Like this life that I live, like it was the vision I had. Like some of it I didn't see. I saw us traveling more and doing more things, but man, we've been traveling more than I definitely imagined this year. Like there was a time that we we just constantly gone, right? We keep saying like, oh, when we are at home for an extended period of time now, we're just like excited about it. Like, yeah, we're home for this time. You know, all these different things. It's because life looks so different, right? Like things are working out. I'll say that. To keep it real simple, things are working out like I knew they would because I trusted that it would. And truth be told, I decided that for my great, right, for mine was I would bet on me. Right. That's what my grade looked like. Some of you, it may be you might be in a position at your job right now, and your grade is another position, right? You might be in one department right now, but your grader is another department that you know you've been wanting to work for your, again, that switching up that identity. Like, don't be scared just because people know you for one thing and you feel it's time for a shift, a change, as people say now, a big buzzword, a pivot, right? And you know it's time for that right now. Like, do that thing, right? Don't be holding on to whatever identity just because people know you as XYZ. Look, allow me to reintroduce myself, right? Like, reintroduce yourself. Let people get more acquainted with the new you. Again, I'm a big firm believer and you must teach people how to treat you, right? And part of you letting go of an old identity and showcasing, right? Showcasing your new identity is teaching people like, hey, this is the new me, right? Reintroduce yourself to people. You don't have to hold on to what they say because that's what they know. Like, life life is pretty fluid, okay? And if things want to change, you want to change things, hey, make it happen. Stop holding on to those things just because of other people. Right now, I know. Look, y'all, that's really what I have for you today. Some super practical tips in there for you, right? Related to that, your life, however, whatever that looks like for you, what you need to do to transition things or to, yeah, just like, oh, again, those are relationships, just different things. I'm not even going to expand too much in this anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure certain things I'll touch on a little bit deeper and more episodes to come. But like, yeah, I was super excited to get this message out there because this is like, yo, this is the life that I'm living, right? Again, y'all, I don't bring things to the podcast that are just like fictitious or things that I read somewhere or whatever. This is real life experiences, right? Things I've went through or going through myself, and or things I've helped other people, I've coached other people through, or mentor other people through. This is where it's at, y'all. This is where it's at, right? And also, right, boundaries and more, it all ties in. I promise you. If you really like, the real ones know. I ain't even gonna even go deep. The real ones, y'all already know. The OG listeners, shout out to you all who listen faithfully to every episode, who really been diving in, who get the notifications when new episodes release so you can be on top of it, like listening to it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really, really do. All right. With that said, y'all, I'm going to leave it right there. Again, don't forget to take that boundaries quiz, right? Right now, you might be good. You might be good with your boundaries, or you might not be so good, but we don't know, right? Let's see, right? But it's time, again, we're letting go of that good stuff for the great stuff, right? If you listening to this podcast, more than likely you're someone that's ready for that great, right? Or you're preparing yourself to be the person who will be ready for great. And I'm excited for you, super excited for you. So again, click that show notes to take that boundaries quiz. Click the link for the boundaries quiz. Also, be sure to take some time out today to follow us on Instagram at Boundaries and More Podcast. Again, that's on Instagram at Boundaries and More Podcast. Also, y'all, look, I truly, truly mean it. Every time I say it, I want you all to go out and have an amazingly beautiful day. Amazingly beautiful. And be back here next week for more Boundaries and More with Chas Abraham. Talk to y'all then.